Hey y'all, God bless you. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make these super easy and delicious blueberry muffins, and y'all probably already have most of the ingredients in your pantry. So let's go ahead and get started with exactly what you'll need. You're going to need 1 stick of butter at room temperature, 1 1/4 cups of sugar, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 cups of flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 cup of milk, and I use 2 cups of fresh blueberries. So let's go ahead and get started. You're going to want to start out by preheating your oven to 400 degrees. And then we're going to cream our softened butter and our sugar together. And you're going to want to go ahead and put this on your mixer, whether you have a stand mixer or a hand mixer. For this recipe, it really makes no difference. But you just want to go ahead and mix the butter and the sugar until it is light and soft. So until you can no longer see like the granules of sugar, until everything is just mixed and incorporated together. And once that is done, you're going to want to add your eggs into the butter and sugar mixture. But you're going to want to add them in one at a time. So you'll drop in 1 egg and then go ahead and mix it well until it's incorporated well within the butter and the sugar. And then when that's mixed well, you can go ahead and add in your other egg. And this is just to ensure that everything gets mixed evenly and mixed all together. Once that's done, you're going to want to go ahead and add in your vanilla extract. And then go ahead and mix again. And once we have that mixed, we're going to go ahead and sift together the flour, salt, and baking powder. And I just put it through this kind of mesh sieve, I guess you can call it. And you want to make sure that you're leveling off the flour. Remember, baking is a science, so you want to make sure that everything is equally measured. So as you could see there, I leveled off the baking powder as well. So I put all those ingredients in the mesh sieve, and then I just hit it against my hand, and that's just gonna sift everything together so it just becomes mixed well, like gets any lumps out or anything like that. So then I go ahead and add 1/2 of that mixture into the cream mixture, and I go ahead and mix that until it's all mixed well together. And then at this point I'm alternating. So I already put the flour mixture and all that in, and then I put 1/2 of the milk that is needed, and I'm going to mix that together. And you just want to do this in batches, like alternately, the flour mixture with the milk, just so everything gets mixed well together. So again, once that's mixed well, then I take the remainder of the flour mixture and I pour it all in and just mix that well. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in the remainder of the milk. And then again, just mix well until everything is incorporated all together. And then at this point, I took half of the blueberries, so a cup of blueberries, and I'm just mashing them with the fork. And then once I have them mashed to how I want, I just go ahead and mix them into the batter. And then at this point, I'm not using the hand mixer anymore. I'm just using a spatula just to lightly mix the smashed blueberries into the batter. And then I go ahead and take the remainder of the blueberries and I pour them in, and I just fold them in lightly. You don't want to overmix your batter. So you just fold them in lightly so everything's incorporated. And then right here, I'm taking a 12 pan muffin tin, and I'm just spraying it with some nonstick cooking spray. You can use cupcake liners if you want. I didn't have any, so I just used the cooking spray, and that worked out perfectly fine. And then I'm just using a measuring cup to measure in the batter into each muffin slot. And I fill them to the very top till there's no more room left to fill. And that's going to give me a nice round dome. So as you can see here, it's all filled up. And then I'm going to go ahead and take some of the white sugar. I would have liked to use more coarse sugar, but I just used the regular sugar that I had, and I'm just sprinkling the top. And just to add a light layer of sweetness to the muffins on top as they bake. And I put the sugar on top of each of the muffin slots. And then by this point, your muffin batter is ready to go into the oven and bake. At this point, I lowered the temperature from 400 to 375, and I baked my muffins for 30 minutes. And once they come out, they look deliciously golden brown. And the true test is when you take a toothpick and insert it into the center and it comes out clean. If it comes out clean, then your muffins are good to go. If it does not, then just put it back in the oven for a couple minutes at a time. And that is how you make these delicious blueberry muffins. It was so simple. It's such a simple recipe. And most of y'all probably already have these ingredients in your pantry. So enjoy. All right, taste test of the muffin.
The moment of truth. Look at that. Look how fluffy it is. You are the winner, the master chef.
Can you stop?
It's really good, babe.
2 thumbs up.